Online databases are an excellent source of reliable information. And in this video, I will show you how to access an online database for free that's available to anyone at Minnesota Online. So the first step to accessing this online database is to sign in to your Blackboard account. And then under your classes, click on the section called Student Activities. Once you're there, look over on the left side menu and find Media Center. This is our virtual media center for all of Minnesota Online. So while you're here, I welcome you to browse around and see which resources we have here for you. But in this video, we're going to focus just on the Opposing Viewpoints in Context database, which, as I said earlier, is a database that's available for free for anyone at Minnesota Online. To access this database, click the link here, Opposing Viewpoints in Context. And when it prompts you for a password, type in MNOHS, all in lowercase. There is no username necessary. So when you first log in, you'll see something similar to this. Now, the cool thing about Opposing Viewpoints is that it is continually updating. So when you log in, the homepage might look a little different from this. But the very first thing that you'll see is some current hot topics and issues that have been recently updated within the database. If you are in a class where you need to find a topic, an issue to do some research on, this is an excellent place to start. So you can see, I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. It gives you some general topic ideas. And then for anything that's been currently updated, so like here I'm hovering over organic food, there'll be this little orange updated icon next to it. So if you are simply browsing for some topic ideas, this is a great place to start. So for example, here I can find out more about self-driving cars. We can take a look at the right to bear arms, drugs and athletes, and so on. All of these topics have been recently updated. If none of those sound like something that you're interested in, another place you can go to is right up here towards the middle of the page, a little light bulb icon that says Browse Issues. Click on that. It will give you a full alphabetical list of some possible issues for research. And again, anything that they've recently updated, they'll mark with that little orange icon. Let's take a look at one of these just so that you can see what's available. So I've been hearing a lot about food waste. I've read some articles about it, and I've watched some videos. So let's go ahead and click on that. So when you click on one of these issues, you get a really nice overview of the current issue, and they really try to keep their overviews neutral. So they give you the information about this particular issue and what the opposing viewpoints are. What are the pros and what are the cons to this topic? So this topic's talking about the fact that the United States, we throw out a lot of edible food each year, and it takes a look at that issue. But here's the really cool part. If you scroll down, when you're using this database, basically what you get is a library full of different references that you can use. And everything's sorted for you. You can see that there's viewpoint articles, which are editorials, right, that give you opinion. There's videos, there's articles from academic journals, there's reference materials, there's audio files. They even have taken a look at and evaluated websites that they see as being valuable and valid. Statistics, magazine articles, pictures, images, and newspaper articles. So think of this as kind of a one-stop shop for your research in a particular area. So let's scroll down just a little bit. And you can see kind of this top level summary of all the things that are available about the topic that you're interested in. The other nice thing that happens here is that you can see that each resource is listed according to how recent it was. So I'm looking at the news articles here. Tipping point for landfill scraps. This was just from July of 2019. So they always do the most recent resources first. Let's go ahead and click on that article. And you can see that this is the full article. It's taken from The Age, which is produced in Melbourne, Australia. But here's the other really cool thing that you can do with the database. So we've talked a lot about how important it is to cite your resources. And a lot of times I think that maybe we choose not to do the citations because they're just difficult to put together. Online databases solve that for you. So let's say that we do decide that for our topic we want to use food waste, and we determined that this is a really good article for that. We're going to want to include this in our citations. So if you look up here in this area, there's a little icon that looks like quotation marks. It says cite. You click on that, and just by default, it defaults to the MLA citation method, and that's the one that we prefer to use here at Minnesota Online. But take a look at this. This is the exactly formatted, proper way to cite the source. So all you need to do is copy this and then paste this into your works cited page. Couldn't be easier, right? And this is an excellent way to keep track of your resources. So let's say now that you're still in the process of browsing for your topic, and you've looked at, let's go back to our home page here. You've looked at the hot topics, you've browsed the issues, none of those seem to fit what you want. You can also use this search bar up here and type in a topic that you find interesting. So another topic that I've been seeing a lot in the news is about vaping or e-cigarettes. So I can type this into the search bar, and this is then the third way that you can access information in opposing viewpoints. You can see it's set up the same way, where you have the overview of the topic, and then you have all the available resources that they suggest. And for each one of these, it doesn't matter what that you check on, or click on, I should say, it will give you the proper way to cite this resource. So here's an audio file. You can see the transcript of the audio. You can listen to it, and then here's your citation right up here. So I hope that you spend some time browsing and using this online database to get some possible ideas for future research projects.